What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's documentary review of Alien on Stage. This documentary is directed by Harvey and Danielle Kummer. Now, before we begin, if you like this channel, awesome, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like any of these videos, awesome, hit that like button, as well as commenting below any video that you watch, including this one. So as you've gathered from the poster and the little bit of footage that I've shown, this documentary, as you call it, Alien on Stage, is about a group of bus drivers from Dorset, which is over in England, and these individuals decided that one day somehow they were going to make the Alien movie, the very famous Ridley Scott movie with Sigourney Weaver, into a Broadway play, a kind of conceptual do 1-2 acts, and they were also going to do it on as much of a budget as they could because they're not wealthy individuals. So this documentary follows the conceptualization, the kind of production, how hard it was to put it on stage, and how they found themselves eventually in the West End, which is the Broadway version of London, England, and how it became kind of a cult classic in a lot of aspects. And so when it comes to documentaries like this, especially like this or Revolutionary Rent, which premiered on HBO, which is about, taking Rent down to Cuba, this is a story that I always enjoy watching, and this is no different here, but I always enjoy watching because you take a group of individuals, even if they've kind of skewed the story a little bit, maybe they've kind of edited it in a way to make them a little more special than they probably were, and allows this group of individuals to just kind of create their love, create their passion, work through the problems and the ideas, and how they justify doing this, how they make the alien do this, what do they need to make the alien out of. And I love watching the behind the scenes stuff. I like watching the payoff, and I always feel that these stories are ones that are the most truly special. You look at like Spaceship Earth, about that big habitat and stuff like that. It just always kind of amazes me and mesmerizes me about how difficult it is to really do something, but if you have enough passion, have enough love, like this YouTube channel, I guess you could say, you can, as long as you follow through with it, as long as you put the work into it, it really starts to show. And as amateurish as it looked, and as kind of crappy in a lot of aspects in the visual effects, these individuals pulled it off, and they pulled it off spectacularly, and it shows throughout the entire documentary. Now, with that said, it doesn't mean there's not some controversy behind these types of documentaries, because you are putting a lot of positive spins, a lot of positive spotlight onto these individuals. Yes, you show a little bit of the problems that go into effect, but for the most part, it's a very happy-go-lucky documentary, so there are a lot of people that start questioning whether the directors are, trying to do the hipster route, which is in one of the reviews I read, or they're trying to do, a very candid, very one-sided approach to the situation, whether these people that they interview are truly on the level, whether people they interview at the end who talk about how much they loved it, if they're really just kind of paid actors. And to be fairly honest, unless you know for sure, you can't really judge it by that. You just have to judge by what you see on screen. And unlike something like Fahrenheit 9/11, I feel like this is just a really competent, really well done documentary. It's funny, it's heartfelt, it has a lot of fun with what it's doing, and I don't ever feel like it's making fun of the creators, the director, the writer. Working on something like this that's very labor intensive and very techy and very sci-fi in nature. The dialogue, yes, they're very wooden because these aren't actors, they're bus drivers. I feel like what they were able to accomplish and what they were able to do is magnificent. Like, I love this documentary wholeheartedly because of that simple fact. I love the fact that these are just normal schlub individuals. They're not people that you expect to be on West End or Broadway, and they just do their thing. And I think the directors do a really, 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 really nice job of just showing everything on the screen, and I actually would love more of it. I would love to be a 2-hour documentary just on the sights and sounds about how you create something, and just you watch these people and they're scared, and they're throwing up half the time in the toilet when they go to West End because they're just so nervous. And just to watch like this little set pieces and little amounts of stuff that you see in the documentary, I think it really is a passionate story, and I think it's one of those stories that you never hear about. You probably wouldn't believe that it got the excitement that it did. And when it just fully completes, and when they do, the official one on the London West End, I think it was called Leicester Theatre or something like that, and you watch the crowd and they're into it and they're laughing and they're having a good time, and you see the people on stage really reacting to that. And yes, they kind of, you know, do the SNL thing with I think it was like Bill Hader or something who would always use like start laughing and stuff like that. You see them start laughing a little bit, but overall it's just a really fascinating documentary. It's a really fun documentary, and like Revolutionary Rent, it's a documentary about passion, about drive, and about what it takes for an individual to do something successful, whether it be really amateurish or not. So overall, I love this documentary. I think it's fantastic. It's not my most favorite documentary of all time, but the fact they use Alien and they use it with a passion and all that good stuff, I think it's wonderful. So it's definitely worth a watch if you like these types of documentaries. So, but with that said, that's me my take on this documentary of Alien on Stage. Thank you so much for watching. In the comments below, do you know anything about this documentary? Do you like these types of documentaries? What do you think about Alien? All that good stuff. Otherwise, if you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like any of these videos, awesome. Hit that like button. And as always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.